Hello everyone. I'm very happy to have you here once again, and I hope that you are doing well. So today we're going to see another new lesson as we are used to, right? So last time we talked about past continuous, okay, and I said that. Normally past continuous is used to talk about past actions that were continuing for a certain period of time. And some of you, understood how to use it and how to express different actions in the past. Today we'll see how to make a difference between past continuous and past simple, right? So as you can see here, our title here, we have he was driving when. Okay, so we have two elements here to study: past continuous and past simple, with while and when. And the other element is vocabulary, and we see some prepositions of place and motion. All right. So, but before we get to this, we shall go through reading, two short stories right here. The first one is titled "Crazy Crimes." Okay, and the other one is right here, right? So here we have dangerous driver. All right. So let's listen to these two short stories here. Okay, as we have here, read the true stories from a newspaper. Which story do you think is more surprising? So let's listen together, and then you give me the answer of this question.
Lesson 6b. He was driving when... Exercise 1. Read the true stories from a newspaper. Which story do you think is more surprising?
Crazy crimes. Great minds think alike. A man called Herman decided to kidnap a rich businessman. He broke into the businessman's house, went into the bedroom, and waited. While Herman was waiting, another man, Vincent, jumped out of the wardrobe and kidnapped Herman. Vincent was a kidnapper too. He thought Herman was the businessman. Vincent locked Herman in the house for 2 days. Finally, Vincent realized his mistake. Dangerous driver. A man called Michael Todd was driving past a railway station when he saw a beautiful woman. While she was buying a ticket, he shouted hello. She didn't reply, so he followed her into the station, in his car. He drove through the station entrance, past the ticket office, and up the steps. Then he drove along the platform and stopped next to the woman. He was still sitting in his car when police arrested him.
Yes, after following with me the story, so which story do you think is more surprising? Yes. I think that it's going to be the second story, which is dangerous driver. Yeah, for me. But I want to have your opinion about the two stories, right? So that's it. So we move to the next part, which is comprehension. So we have here answer the questions. Who broke into a house? And here we have the answer is Herman and Vincent. In number 2, we have who was in a car. Yes. Who's in a car? Of course, Michael Todd. Okay, so Michael Todd was in a car. Right. So I want you to complete the other, questions, starting with who. So let's see here who waited in the bedroom, who wanted a beautiful woman to look at him, and who was in a wardrobe, who bought a ticket, and who kidnapped the wrong person. Right. So you are going to answer these questions according to the two stories that you have listened to and read at home on your student book, page 72. Okay, fine. So now let's move to talk a little bit about grammar with the past continuous and past simple. So here, as you can see, we have with past continuous and past simple with while and when, and we have of course some examples from the text, right? While Herman was waiting, another man jumped out, and Herman was waiting when another man jumped out. Right. So I would like to explain something right here, especially with while and when. As you can see in the first example, we have while and then we have was waiting. All right. So once we would like to start or to use while, we must follow it by past continuous. Okay, so it means that while is always followed by past continuous in a sentence. For example, we can say while I was looking at him, someone maybe hit him, all right, or while I was doing my homework, somebody made noise. Okay, somebody made noise. All right. And here in the second example, we have when another man jumped. So here when, so it's followed by simple past. Okay, so we have here past continuous before, and then when, then simple past. Okay, so when I jumped out, Herman was waiting. Okay, so we can change the place or the position of the sentences. All right, sentence 1 and sentence 2. Right, so remember that when plus simple past, while plus, or followed by past continuous. So this is one important way to make correct sentences without any problem. Now we go to practice. Join a prompt from A with a prompt from B to make a sentence with when, and we have an example is already done, right? She was swimming in the sea when she saw a shark, right? And we have number 2, the teenagers have a party. He play football for his school, and I sit in the cinema, and she drive her father's car. So here you notice that the verbs here are not conjugated. Okay, so it's up to you to make them correct, to put them in the either in past continuous or simple past. And it's the same for for this part B. All right. And then, of course, we will discuss these sentences in WhatsApp group, right? So that we can correct any mistake that could be made. Fine. And for 5, so let's pass to 5 here. It says write a sentence with while and a sentence with when for each set of prompts. And of course, we have again an example. So here, Stephen drive his car, see an open window. So here, while Stephen was driving his car, he, all right, and B, B, Stephen was driving his car when he saw an open window, right? So this is sentence 1 and sentence 2, and here they are put in past continuous and simple past. So I would like you to do the same for number 2, number 3, 4, and 5. We have no one look, he climbed a ladder and break into the house. Number 3, he take things from the house, see some food in the kitchen, he watch TV in the house and fall asleep. He sleep, house owner come back and call the police. Right. So try to make good sentences from these prompts given to you with when and while. Great. Now we shall move to vocabulary, and we will see some prepositions of place and motion. And as you can see right here, we have across, along, down, into, out of, over, past, through, and up. So here the question says name the prepositions of place in the diagram, then check in the word bank on page 129, right? Right, so here for number 2 we have before that we have this is the ball is under, right, under, and number 2 the ball is in, all right, or inside. Number 3 here it's next to, and for number 4 it is in front of. Okay, so this is, this box is behind and this ball is in front of the box, and 5 is on and 6 it's behind. Okay, it's behind. And so you can go to the word bank on page 129, so you will find more prepositions of place and motion, right? And if you need any explanation, we shall discuss it in the group, right? So I think that the propositions are not that difficult. Okay, now we move to 7. This says you look at the road which 7 Becky took below. Then you write sentences using the prompts and preposition of motion. So we have here number 1, jump and wall, climb ladder, climb window, and walk corridor, walk stairs, go kitchen. Okay, and the example for number 1 is done here. He jumped over the wall. You look here, so this arrow says that it's over. Okay, and here it's up, right? Fine. So you just have to think about the picture. You look at it very well, and then you decide which preposition does which preposition suits the uh, the the sentence. All right. Fine. So that's it. So for this, I think so. There is nothing that is difficult here, right? It's easy to make sentences with the proposition and of course the prompts given above. Good, right? So let's move to the last activity right here. It says write the story of Stephen Bickley. Use the information in exercise 5 and 7. Let us see. Let us read this. The world's worst burglar. Stephen Bickley is the world's worst burglar. Last week, while he was driving his car, he saw an open window when no one, and then you complete the story. Okay. Fine. So this is to send me your productions, your writings on in WhatsApp, so that we can share things together for corrections and for discussion. So that's it. So the one last thing is that I would like you to go to page 122. Then you do the extra practice, extra work that may reinforce your understanding to the use of either simple past or past continuous, and also the prepositions of place and motion. So that's it, and here we are, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.